It's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Aviators of Chicago.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time with
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal, and that'll be incomplete.
So you look at this new situation. It's worked in other places. You've got 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, 2 in the New York area. And now 2 teams calling Chicago home. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to embrace this newly relocated team.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On 1st and 10, O'Neal throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. O'Neal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Aviators get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down in the yard.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Able to get
get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Davis now. Balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Davis. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
It's up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Give them 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. O'Neal. Quick throw there is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Davis. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. O'Neal. Throwing right, and that's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 54 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Camp. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Camp. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Davis. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
2nd and 6.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. That one will go for 9 yards and 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he returns this to the 22. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Davis. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not getting the 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals 14-yard line.
Back to throw. O'Neal. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Davis now, throwing to start the drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. O'Neal to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. To throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Aviators go up by 2 touchdowns.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Davis. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. From the gun on third down. O'Neal able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw on second down. O'Neal. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 8. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Lumberjacks who have the lead in that one. The Lumberjacks trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Bills locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. the orbit trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On second down, Camp. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On third down, Camp. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
46-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bengals.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. Now a give right side. Camp. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there on third down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down. Camp. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Davis looking to throw on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Here's Davis on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
On second down now, Camp. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Davis on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. O'Neal. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Off play action. Davis. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. O'Neal. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on 3rd down. O'Neal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 2nd down, Camp.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Davis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Camp. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Camp. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, O'Neal. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Back to throw. O'Neal. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Aviators look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out now, here come the Bengals. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on 2nd down, Davis. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davis. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Wiggles free. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cincinnati.
Looking to throw. Davis. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Davis. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Davis. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Davis now to throw on 2nd down. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Davis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here is 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Here's a give up the middle. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. O'Neal. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now Davis throwing to start the drive. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. Davis. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Davis. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's Davis from the gun on 3rd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch, 7-4, and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
it's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living